Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about 6 places you should consider putting your money as soon as you get paid. These are great tips on getting you financially secure and giving you that financial freedom that everybody wants. In this video, we're going to talk in-depthly on all 6 ways to get the most out of your money and get you more secure for your retirement, to get you on track with your bills, your debt, and just get you more financially secure for the future. A lot better than you were yesterday if you follow these tips. A lot of people don't get past tip number 2, but if you can, you will see yourself financially better than you were yesterday. If you're new to my video, please click the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. We talk about how to and make money online. So if this is something you're interested in, definitely click the bell to get notifications on when my new videos are live. Have you ever wondered how people who make $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year are still struggling? Could it be taxes? Could it be a mortgage? Could it be debt? I understand that these issues can affect why people are struggling, but what it comes down to is the fact that finances are not taught in school. Obviously, you need money because you need a place to live, you need food on your table. It's a key to know. So hopefully in this video, I can help teach you guys some great ways to get the most out of your paycheck and get yourself financially secure for the future. So number 1 is retirement fund. Now this is something you should definitely consider adding to your paycheck. Most employees will be able to do this and deduct a percentage from your paycheck before you even get it. So if you haven't got a retirement fund linked to your paycheck or your employee already, please go and talk to your employee because they will be able to discuss with you the best options that will work for you and the best percentage to get you slowly saving for your retirement. I know it sounds like retirement is a long way away, but by doing this now, the earlier you start, the more you will have when it comes to retirement, and you will have a bit more of a financial freedom and you will be able to retire instead of stressing out potentially and having to work longer into your retirement. All companies are different. Within New Zealand, we have a retirement package here where the employee will take 3% or 8% or whatever it is that you would like, and they will match it. So definitely go and check out your employer, jump online, find out what retirement options you have available in your country, and definitely consider adding this because it will deduct the money before you even get it. So technically it doesn't really count and it will get you sussed for retirement. Number 2 is a spending account. If you do not have a bank account at the moment, definitely go and check one out. Do your research, find a bank that works for you, and go and set up a checking account. This is a great way to have all your finances in one spot. It's a good way for you to monitor where your money is going. If you're getting paid at the moment by cash or check, get your employer to directly deposit the money into your account, and that way you can see it and then you don't have to fiddle around with cash or going and getting your check cashed out, and then that way you're not fiddling with money and spending bits here and there. If you get it directly into your account, you can see it and you can start planning where that money is going to go. So number 3 is necessities. You want to make sure that you have got your needs and wants and you understand the difference between those two. It can be as little as getting McDonald's, which is a want, or making something at home that is a bit more cheaper and that is a bit more affordable for you to manage. So with necessities, you want to make sure that you are paying your bare minimums and getting your bills sorted before you do anything else, such as rent, your utility bills, food is in your fridge. So you want to make sure that that is the first thing you do when you get your paycheck. And you also want to make sure that you've got healthcare. If you've got a healthcare system in your country, that is great, but if you don't, make sure that you have covered yourself for healthcare. If you need to go to the doctors, if you're feeling sick, don't try and cut back costs. This is something that you need to ensure that your health is the best, because if your health isn't good, it can cause more problems down the road and it can also take you off work. So if you are up to speed with your insurance and your health overall, then that is where you want to be. Once your necessities are out of the way and you've got your spending money, so you've got what's left in your account that you are free to use and do with whatever you please, I would suggest creating an emergency fund. Once you've got your bank account set up and you've got your checking account, create a savings account. And within that savings account, start putting money into that weekly. So if you were to set up an automatic payment from your checking account to your savings account, around when you get paid. This way you don't even touch the money and it's being taken out of your account. This is a great way to secure you an emergency fund. Emergency funds are great to have. I mean, you never want to have an emergency, but you just never know what's going to happen. You could get a flat tire, you might need to travel somewhere because of something that's happened. So it's always good to make sure that you have an emergency fund available to you. So if you do need to do something, you're not having to use your credit card or get more debt to your name. If you save, let's say $10, $20, maybe even $30, depending on where you are financially, a week into your savings account, it will slowly grow and get you feeling a bit more comfortable knowing that if something were to happen, which we hope nothing does happen, but if there was something to happen, you have got the finances there to help that situation. The goal is to have a minimum of around $2,000 in that account, just in case something happens. And obviously you would spend that money. Let's say you needed a new tire or some new tires, that's $500. You've got $1,500 in there, but then you needed to fly somewhere. So it's always good to have a minimum of $2,000 in that account. I mean, if you've got more in there, great. If you've already started a savings account, or if you've hit the 2,000 point and you go, just keep going, just keep saving, because it's really good to have an emergency fund for if anything were to happen. So once you've implemented those other steps and whatever money you've got left, the best thing to do is start clearing those debts that you may have occurred. So do not avoid your debt. It is not going to go anywhere. It is going to stay there, and the interest is going to only increase the debt. So we want to start tackling that as soon as possible, because once you've got a bit more of a grasp on your debt, you won't feel so threatened by the stress of having debt, because depending on your situation and depending on what kind of debt you have will determine what kind of method you take to tackling that debt. There's two types of methods that you could use to tackle your debt, and that is the Snowball method and the Avalanche method. So depending on who you are and what kind of debt you've got will determine which method you use. So the Snowball method is where you will get all your debts together and you will find the smallest debt that you have got, and you will start paying that one off and work your way up. So start with the smallest, and then the next one, and then the next one, until you've got your last payment of debt, which is your highest, and you will just start paying that one off. The Avalanche method is where you will find the debt that you have got with the highest interest. So you want to start paying that one off. If you want to take the Avalanche method, you want to go for the highest interest rate on that account, and you will want to pay that off as soon as you can, little bits here and there, because once you've paid the highest interest rate off, you won't have to pay back money that you didn't borrow. So you want to start with the highest one and work your way down until you've gotten to the lowest interest rate. So what you want to do with your loans is you want to confront the situation. You want to see what loans you've got, what interest rates you've got on them, how much you've paid on each of them. You want to better understand your loan situation and not be scared. I know it's a bit terrifying when you look at your debt and see where you're at, but by getting a better handle on it and being more confident on where you want to go, you will get the motivation to pay these debts off. And by following one of these methods, it'll really help you in pushing through and getting these debts and loans gone. And once you've paid off one of your loans, it's going to feel so good. So just keep doing it. Trust me, once you have got yourself out of a couple of your loans, or you've got yourself out of debt, the feeling is so rewarding. So I know it is a bit scary and you can avoid the letters and you can avoid the phone calls. I would not suggest doing that. Going head on, getting your loans sorted, paying them off, and being free from debt. So number 6 is invest. Now with this step, I would suggest having all the 5 steps in order and you have control over them. Now, people would say, do I pay off my debt or do I invest? Personally, I would suggest getting your debt paid off as soon as possible. Focus on that. Once your debt is paid off and you've got the financial freedom, you will be able to use that money that you are spending on paying off your loans to then invest. So there are quite a lot of ways that you can invest your money. So you can go for the higher end of real estate, but then you can also look at investing in stocks. You could also look at investing in bonds, going to your bank and seeing if they have options for any ways for you to invest. And there are also risky investments, stuff like that. So whatever you're passionate about or knowledgeable, look into ways that you can invest your money into that. There are options online as well for you to invest your money. If you wanted to start a business, you could look at investing your money into a business that could potentially be profitable for you in the future. But once again, this is the last step. So if you have got the other steps in order and you're feeling comfortable and confident and financially ready, look at investing your money and getting some money out of your money. So this is a great way to secure you for the future. Another thing you could do is looking at picking up a side job, a side hustle. So I've actually got a video that I will link in here that will help talk to you about how to make some extra cash on the side. This can be a great way to really grasp all 6 of these steps if you're making some extra money on the side. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!